those who are watching you now, even without reading, I'm sure some of them have had gone through some of the stuff that you went through in life. Especially those from Africa. But when they read your book, what would you want them to learn? What is the message in this book that you want them to keep with them for the rest of their lives?
First of all, I'm really big on forgiveness because the God that we serve is a forgiving God. He loves us unconditionally. If for somebody like me to be sitting here talking with you, David, about my life, it can only take the grace and the mercy of God. So if God can forgive somebody like me, we didn't even get to the abortion part. You have to wait for my second book that's coming out. All of that I have done in life, God has forgiven me. The second thing that I want people to take out of it is, don't let anybody break your spirit. John 10:10 says the enemy has come to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But Jesus said, I am come so you may have life and have life in abundance. So no matter what people do, don't let them break your spirit. If you let them break your spirit, they take your soul, and that's it. So you just have to keep moving. If a 6-year-old girl, like I wrote in the book, I'll wake up in the morning unable to urinate because my vagina was swollen to twice its size. But here I am today talking about this, sharing my story. And there are women, not just Africans, African Americans, Caucasians, who read my book for the first time. They talk about being raped. These are women in their 50s, 40s, who've never talked about that. So I just want people, first of all, learn to forgive. Just be yourself. Be a fabulous self. Being a woman is an awesome thing. So don't let anybody, male or female, break your spirit. And always keep in mind that you are a child of God. Your name is engraved in the palm of his hand. He loves you so much. All he's waiting for us to do is come into his arms. And when I realized that Christ is just there waiting for me to come into his embrace, it felt phenomenal. And the book is actually dedicated to Christ. I call him the man of all men because he's the man of all men in my life.
He's the man of all men in your life.
Yes.
And the final part I want us to look at in your book is when you left Sierra Leone and came to the United States of America. I see you wrote here from the frying pan into the fire. Okay, but let's look at that. When you came to America, did anything change?
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I always thought that somebody had put a curse on me at birth because wherever I went, like, men will want to help me, but they always ask for sex in return. And coming to America didn't stop that. Even like I wrote in the book about this reverend that lived like a block from where we live, the church we attended. He saw me, he liked me. I said, okay. He let me actually enroll in a computer school in the Bronx. And then one day, he called me to come to the church. I thought I was going for my weekly allowance, but like I wrote, he had an even bigger allowance for me. He told me that in order for him to continue helping me, I have to have sex with him. So I said, wow, I am one popular girl.
A reverend?
Yes, a reverend. A man of God. Yes.
No, not a man of God, but just
a reverend.
In the church?
Yes.
He told you that?
Yes. That if you want me to keep helping you, you have to sleep with me.
So, you went to school here?
Yes, I attended Marymount of Fordham University in New York.
Okay, and what was school like? An African coming from Africa, going to school here, what was it like?
Well, I wasn't just an ordinary African. She was a 29-year-old freshman. It felt intimidating. I was really intimidated. Said, wow. I was happy about going to college because the law firm where I worked for in Mount Vernon, my boss saw me and he said, you're a very intelligent girl. I'm going to help you to go back to school. And he is the only person that never asked for sex for me. Never. He did it out of the goodness of his heart. So I went to school. We applied. Everything went well. I had that whole year, I would eat in my room. I never ate in the cafeteria.
Why?
I ate there sometimes because I didn't have any friends. First of all, my accent, and coming from where I come from, I'm dark-skinned, so I was told I was ugly. So I always made sure that I stayed away from people. And sitting in my room, I'll eat there, watch Golden Girls, which was my favorite TV show. And until I met this really cute guy from Germany, and I started going out. But college life, my freshman year, was really terrible. And then after that, I became a resident advisor for 2 years. I discovered myself and I started enjoying college.
And then you started enjoying life in America.
Yes, actually.
All right, I can, and I know you are also a mother of one,
Yes, I am.
and a proud mother of one.
Uh-huh.
And so, what would you say to Leland at a time like this?
Leland, I love you. He's my biggest fan. He's my biggest supporter. Like when we first met, he will always ask me, "Mommy, did you call that man? Mommy, did you call that man?" But like Leland, God's will be done. I'm not gonna harass David Vandy, but he's always there for me. He prays for me. He prays with me. There are times when we didn't have food to eat. He will make sure that he gives me his food. It should be the other way around, right? I'm the mother. But yeah, he's my biggest supporter. I just want him to continue to walk with God and just do the things that God has called him to do. I know that he's going to make an impact in the world.
All right, this is Front Page Film Studio, and my guest today is F.A. Cole, Frances Anne Marie Cole, the Sierra Leonean author of the book Distant Sunrise. And now, if people want to contact you to say they want to buy your book, or maybe somebody will be going through some difficult situation and they will need to talk to you, how can they contact you?
I'm actually on Facebook, Frances A. Cole, that's Francess, A. Cole. I'm also on Gmail. I have two Gmail accounts, FACole7, that's the number 7, at gmail.com. I also have another one, My Purpose and Passion, at gmail.com. That's MyPurposenPassion. Or you can visit me on my website at mypurposeandpassion.com. I look forward
All
to
right.
hearing from you.
We'll be putting all of that at the bottom of the screen, and you will see it. And just pay her a visit in some of those medias, and definitely she will get back to you. But right now, Frances, before we go, I want you to look into that camera
Okay.
and talk to the young girls that are hiding somewhere, that are finding something to eat, that are still fighting in the port to get who first will grab the meat, that have been taken to this camp death, that don't know what to do. Some of them, or some young ladies that have been raped but cannot come out. They don't have that opportunity to come out. And some of them have been telling other people, maybe family members, but they don't believe them. I just want you to talk to them. Just tell them.
For right now, since you may be younger than what I am right now, but I'm going to do something. Just look at me as I'm a 6-year-old girl who's been raped. I've been, molested. And I just want you to know that this 6-year-old girl who is now talking to you, who's 40, but I'm pretending to be 6, so you can feel more comfortable. God hasn't forgotten about you. He knows exactly what you're going through. He knows exactly what's happening to you. And just keep in mind that one day, the people who are doing what they do it to you, they're going to stand before him in judgment. And even if they ask for forgiveness before they stand before him in judgment, you know what they say, right? What goes around comes around. They may not get raped, they may not be abused, but no sin goes unpunished. That's just the God that we serve. He loves you very much. Just, find solace in God. Just know that he's watching over you. Like he watched over me 36 years ago, actually 34 years ago. He watched over me and he brought me through it. And just know that when you come out of it, because you have to go, it's like gold. You have to go through the fire to be refined, to become beautiful. That might be the fire that you're going through, but it's not for waste. One day, soon, you will be sitting where I am today and you'll be encouraging others to just keep their head up, no matter what. Don't put your head down. Always keep your head up and know that your Father, who's in heaven, is watching over you and he will give you the strength, for his strength is made perfect in our weakness. I love you very much and know that God loves you more.
That's it. He loves you more. And so with all of this today, I want to thank you for joining us at Front Page Film Studio. And to my guest, Frances, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
There is more to this story. And all what you need to do is to get a copy of the book. Go to Amazon and get a copy of the book. There is more, but we will not let everything out of the bag. We don't want to spoil the show because there is more you can read. There is more you can learn from this. On behalf of my CEO and engineer, Usiff Sesay, right here at Front Page Film Studio, I am David Vandy. Until we meet again, always remember that there is a distant sunrise that rises every morning and sets in the evening. Always believe that there is hope because there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Till then, have a wonderful day. God bless you.